Hi everyone, my name is John, and somebody came up to me with a question. One of my students was having a problem with three linear equations with three variables. And so I created an equation, x plus 2y minus z equals 5. That's the first equation. We're going to label this equation 1. X plus y plus z equals 1. That's the second equation. 2x minus y plus z equals 6. That's my third equation. So the first thing you want to do is label these equation 1, 2, and 3. It doesn't matter which one's which as long as you have it 1, 2, and 3. Step 0 is always think about what variables you want to get rid of. Well, we can get rid of the y variables here because when we add them, you get 0 right there. Or we could get rid of the z variables. So you want to take about 10 seconds to try to figure out what variables you want to get rid of. And once you get rid of those variables, then you can use the other two equations. So step 0 is always think about what variables. You can use y or z. Let's get rid of, I don't care, z. And it's I put a little cloud right there so that we know that it's like this cloud thing that, that's going to be hovering over us, and, we're going to try to get rid of the z's. Well, we can actually add equation 1 and 2 together, can't we? So let's use equation 1 plus equation 2. That becomes x plus 2y minus z is equal to negative 5. And equation 2 is x plus y plus z is equal to 1. And we're just going to add them. X plus x is 2x. 2y plus y is 3y. Negative z plus z is 0, so that gets rid of this. And then negative 5 plus 1 is negative 4. And that's the equation A right there. I like to label this A and the next equation B. So since we added equation 1 and 2, we can add either equation 2 and 3 or 1 and 3. Right here. If you add equation 1 plus equation 3, we can also get rid of the z's. We're going to make it just a little bit hard, just so that you can see we can use 2 and 3. So I'm going to rewrite equation 2, which is x plus y plus z is equal to 1. To get rid of our z's, I'm going to multiply equation 3 by negative, or minus equation 3. So that's minus 2x plus y minus z is equal to, and subtract 6, you get negative 6. Do you see how we multiplied this equation by negative 1, negative 2x, plus y minus z equals negative 6. So we're changing a sign. It's called running a negative. We add them up. We also notice that the z's cancel here. X minus 2x is negative x. Y plus y is 2y. 1 plus negative 6 is negative 5. That is equation B. So we're down to two equations with two unknowns, which is pretty simple because you've done two equations with two unknowns. So from equation A and B, excuse me, this is equation B right there. We're going to have to multiply equation B by negative 2, or we're going to multiply this by negative 2 and this by negative 3 to get rid of our y's, or we could get rid of our x. The x's are easier to get rid of. Everybody knows how to do 2 by 2 equations now. So let's rewrite this. A is 2x plus 3y equals negative 4. I'm going to multiply the second equation by negative 2. I'm sorry, just multiply by 2 times b. So I'm going to multiply this by 2, you get negative 2x. Multiply this by 2, you get 4y. Multiply this by 2, you get negative 10, and we add them up. And the x's are going to cancel. I'm going to do it on the right side. 7y equals negative 14. So y equals negative 2. Dividing by 7 to both sides, you get negative 2. Once you get one of your answers, you could either plug it into A or B. Okay? So which equation do I like better? I can either plug it into here or here. I like this equation. I like this equation a little bit better because I don't like this negative. So I'm going to plug it into equation A. I get 2x plus 3 times negative 2 which is negative 6 equals negative 4. From this is pre-algebra. I add 6 to both sides. 2x equals, adding 6, you get 2. Dividing by 2, x equals 1. Once you find out x and y, you plug it into equation 1, 2, or 3 now. So the easiest one would be equation 2. Using equation 2, x plus y plus z equals 1. And x is going to be 1 plus y is going to be negative 2 plus z equals 1. That's negative 1 plus z is equal to 1. You add 1 to both sides, z equals 2. To check your work on this, so our solution is going to be 1, negative 2, and 2. That's our final solution. Please check your work. And to check your work on this, all you have to do is, since we plug it into equation 2, we could either plug into equation 1 here or equation 3. Let's use equation 3, okay? I'm going to put my hand over my answer here. 2 times 1 is 2 minus negative 2. What's 2 minus a negative 2, which is plus 2. So it's 2 plus 2 is 4. Plus 2, which is z, is 6. So there we go. Again, that's going to be 2 right there. And then minus the negative 2 is plus 2, which is 4. Plus 2 is 6. Now, in the situation, so this is a little complicated. So make sure step 0 is here. Step 1 is here. And here. To get your equation A and B. Step 3 is finding out your last value. And then step 4 is finding your z and your x value by plugging into equation A or 1, 2, and 3. So you go down and then back up from equation A and B back into equation 1 and 2. Practice this. It takes a little bit of training. It's a little bit difficult. But once you get used to it, you should be able to solve them really pretty fast. Okay, and this is the process that you're going to be doing. One more thing also, if you get like equation A and B and you solve and you end up with y equals or 0 equals negative 4, that means there are no solutions. If you have like 0 equals 0, then you're going to have many different solutions. Okay, so if you have a very simple number like y equals negative 2, then you definitely only have one solution. By the way, all of these equations, equation 1, 2, 3, is equation of a plane in a three-dimensional space. So this is equation of a plane plus another equation of a plane. The plane one plane intersects another plane at this line right over here. Can you see that right there? So that becomes a line. Another plane that crosses it will be a point. And that's how you get that point. I hope you find the point, and good luck on your homework. A little bit of consistency, but it shouldn't be too bad. Good luck. Bye.